Greetings, this is Edward Ojambo. I'm going to show you how you can use a remote desktop application called Remmina to log into your other devices on your local network. Now I'm using this. This might be a two-parter. So what I might do is not to waste your time in this live stream. What I'll do is I'll simply show you how to set up the software and how to get the process for the Fedora 42 to 43 update going, and then in the night stream I will then I would actually do the upgrade. So that way, because then the night streams, obviously I can spend more time because I don't have to do any chores obviously after that, except obviously taking a shower and going to sleep. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. That helps the channel grow and helps me get more topics. Some of them are requested by viewers just like you. Just to let you know, I am also live multi-streaming on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey at the same time. I'm a little bit, looks like I'm a little bit red, and that's the reason because when I woke up today, it's actually snowing outside right now. Yes, it's actually snowing outside. I might actually have to go and clear the driveway. I'm hoping I don't have to, because it looks like it's, oh, it was a little while back, it was like freezing rain, but now it's back to snow again. I might actually have to clear the snow because I think it's going to be cold for the next 3-4 days as well. Meaning the temperatures are below zero, so that snow is going to stick around for a while. Alright, let's get started. So what is Remmina? It's a remote desktop client for Linux. Although I'm going to use it on Linux, you can use it to obviously log into your other devices. They don't have to be Linux. It could be Mac OS, it could be Windows as well. So you can log, even sometimes on your mobile devices, as long as you have an equivalent app or some type of protocol installed on those devices. I'm using the GNOME desktop on my host system, and obviously on the laptop I also have GNOME there as well. So I recently upgraded my system to Fedora 43. The laptop is still using Fedora 42. So on the laptop I'm going to upgrade to 43, and I said I'll probably most likely do that tonight. So the protocols that this application supports is RDP. That stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. Now this one is very fast. It's obviously an open standard as well, so that's the one I recommend you use. There's also some older ones. For example, there's VNC. That one was probably one of the first one to use. It was pretty easy. I think that one, the problem with that one was that it wasn't secure. It was just passing around the plain text. Now, if your network, especially if it's a wired network, you don't have to worry too much about that, but just be aware of that. There was NX. I think that one was a proprietary standard, at least in the past. There was XDMCP. I can't even remember this one. And then there was SSH. SSH or something SSHX. The problem with that one was obviously if you wanted higher resolutions and stuff, it would actually slow down. So I think the problem with this one, there was no compression. So same with the VNC. So that those two were a little, but they're all still used to this day. Now with the SSH, obviously SSH on the command line is a breeze. But sometimes you want to see there's SSHX as well, but the problem is it runs X, not Wayland. So there we go. I'm running Wayland on both my desktops, on the host machine and on the laptop. Okay, so Remmina obviously supports multiple protocols, so you can pick which one you want. And I said I'm going to use this, as you guys are going to see, to manage my servers. Usually I just do it SSH, or I have the laptop like in front of me. I just do it that way. That's my preference. But I wanted to try out this application. I've never been a fan of remote desktop clients. I always find them a little unwieldy, but some people do like them. So yeah, we can do a quick review. And so to install this, you can. I mean, I'm in Fedora as I said before, so I can install it a couple ways. If it's not in the repository, I can use software application to install it from Flatpak, or I can go to the terminal and after I add the Flathub, I can then install the Flatpak version, and you can see then I can run it again from the command line if I want. Or I said if it's in the repositories, I will install it here. So and then this is the screenshots obviously I took. I'll show you this in a second. I'm just going to go through this quickly because we're going to do this multiple times. So this is the default screen, as you can see, and then it'll ask you for the credentials and permissions, and then when you click yes, the first time, of course, you type in the password that was created on the client system, and then you can see here I'm actually controlling the laptop, and here, as you can see now, one of the problems with the remote desktop clients is that they're great for controlling when the machine is on. So obviously when the machine is off, you won't be able to do anything. And the other thing is when the machine is rebooting, you won't know what's going on. So be aware of that. So obviously the only way you will need like some type of hardware interface in order to see when it's rebooting and all that as well. Okay, so as you can see, I'm able to turn the machine off, click the power off as well, and this is proof that this is a live stream. There we go. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you software because it's an easy way for you guys to understand. So I'm going to open up the software application, and I'm going to search for. If I search here for, you can type remote desktop. You can do that, and there's a whole bunch of clients which should come up. Now this is taking too long and I'm being impatient here, so I'm just going to type in the name instead. I'll just type in Remmina and press enter. There we go. So this one came up. You see it's Remmina here. I've installed it. Let me make this easier for people on vertical screens. So you see it says Fedora Linux, and you see this, it gives me three options. Fedora itself has its own Flatpak repository, so I could have installed that one there. I use the RPM because I said Fedora is pretty good with packages, so I trust them to have pretty much the latest package available as possible, and then it goes from Flatpak. So I installed the one from Fedora, the Fedora repositories. So why did I install this? And you can see the reviews and everything. I tried it 2 minute version of it and it didn't work on the Ubuntu. Obviously I'm using Fedora, for me it worked fine. Okay, so it's by Hiroyuki Tanaka. Is there a website for this? Let me see if there's a website I can visit. Oh yeah, there's a project website. I'm gonna copy this, and let's briefly visit the website here. I'm just gonna go to the website quickly just to give a shout out to the. Here we go. You can see remote access, screen and share on your desktop, work from home, access to files remotely. I said everything is gonna be for me locally, and you can see the protocols it does. There's also other protocols: RDP, SSH, Spice. Spice is for KVN. If you have virtual machines, it's what do you call it? It could be it's a replacement for example, like VirtualBox. The VNC I've already talked about. X2Go, HTTP and HTTPS, and you can get obviously Flathub, the Snap Store, and obviously in repositories. And you see here the features it has, multi-monitor. Oh, I didn't know it had multiple. Really? And this is the license. Obviously, it's open source. So let's learn more about some of the features here. Yeah. So as you can see here, and there's an NX plugin, XDMCP. Oh, there's even a terminal. Wow. Okay, a plugin. I didn't realize that. That would actually be very, very handy as well. So as you can see. RDP, this is the one we're doing today. You can see user, password, domain, gateway server, and VNC plugins. As you can see, SSH. I just do in a command line. SFTP. As you can see, quite impressive as well. So I'm going to close this up. You can read more about it, just remmina.org. Okay, so this is installed as I showed you. Now, before I go there, there's another application that comes with GNOME. It's called Connections. So I'll tell you what the problem was with that one. So I think it's Connections. So there's this application. I tried to use this application, but it failed. So I might actually just uninstall this. This is the default GNOME one. So this one claims it supports it, but this didn't work for me. I see, I'm running it, the latest version, as you can see. This never worked for me. So you basically just click plus. You type. You see, you choose the RDC VNC Spice, and then you type in the network identifier. So I typed in the IP address. And click next. I also typed in the name for the laptop. I think the name of the laptop was Fedora. It just never connected. I even tried putting in the default what do you call it, the port number. It didn't work. And I saw this. I watched some videos. People just typed in the IP address and whatever, and they hit connect, and then it asked for the password. But for me, I couldn't get this working. So I don't know why. So forced me to use Remmina. So let's open up Remmina here. You see, this is the application here, and I guess I didn't save my items. Okay, that's no problem. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see what's going on. So as you can see here, you can pick the protocols. This is the default one. Obviously, as you guys saw, there's no plugin. So as you can see here, you can go to preferences, and you can open up the preferences here. You can change the appearance. Looks like it's using GNOME GTK3 or so, because it should be a slightly darkish, but that's fine. And you can change obviously the appearance, grab all keyboard events starter, so you can see also prefer dark theme. I'm okay with this right now. For the tutorial, the applet, show new connection on top menu, keyboard, SSH options, security. I left all this as default. The terminal and RDP here. It's auto detect everything. I said I just left everything as is. What else is after that one? There's debugging, like import, export. Oh, plugins. Plugins, as you can see, the ones that are available. Obviously, remember this is from the Fedora repository. There's RDP file handler preferences. I guess this is the one that installed. SSH terminal is already there. VNC and glib secret. So this will save it into the GNOME keyring instead of you saving it, I guess, as a text file or something like that. And then all these are available. See, I can also do a bulk export, the XGGo plugin, and password export. So I'm gonna stick to the because remember, this is a client. This is not the server. This is a client. Be aware of that. So I'm happy with that. So I'll just use RDP here. So what you can do is you can click the plus. You can use quick connect. Or I think I didn't do that. I think I just typed it right in here. So let me go to the laptop. Give me a second here. Hopefully this doesn't mess up. I'm going to log into the laptop. This is going to be fun. Let me show you. No, I'll show you when I'm on the laptop. Don't worry about that. So I think I have to go into settings, and I go to remote desktop. Yeah, and I connected it. So oh man, I have to type in my password again. I should have to show the password because I don't remember what it is. Okay, so the name of the computer is called Fedora. Let me say here, what is the IP address for this guy? Okay, how do I get the IP address? So, oh yeah, terminal. I always tell you guys that. I go to the terminal and just type if config if you're on Unix type systems like say Mac OS or Linux, or IP config if you're on Windows, or you can get it from your you can also get it from your what do you call it, your router. So 192.168.1.2 23. So it's going to use the default port. I just put the port number there and I press enter, and you can see it found the laptop. So it's asking me for the username, and so the username is the login. It's Edward, and I don't know, it says domain there, but okay, whatever. I don't think I have a domain. So oh man, this password is long one. I should have made it shorter. I hope I spelled it right. Vendor. Okay, and then I press OK. I can hit save password. I'll hit save password for now, so I don't have to type that in again. Okay, looks like I must have spelled it wrong. Let me type it somewhere else so I get it right. Did I keep it? Okay, I did not. I'll type it here. Huh. Oh, I think this is what I'm forgetting to do. So I'll put it here. 23. What is going on here? What am I doing wrong? Do I have to put the port number? I can't remember. Oh, I should check the screenshots. Did I type in? Oh no, something is supposed to come up here. I was right. So it's supposed to ask me about the certificate and I accept and all that. Why is that not working? It is turned on. Let me make sure the password is correct. Why is that not working? Is it Fedora here? I'm supposed to type in here Fedora. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Oh, do I have to turn? Oh, maybe I have to. Okay, wait a second. I have to turn on remote. Shouldn't need to. That's all I did before. Do I have to type the port number in here? Maybe I have to type the port number. Oh, here. I wrote down some instructions. So, on the desktop sharing, you turn on and on Fedora login. On host computer, you go to. Oh, jeez. Okay, Oh, you know what? Since this is not working, yes. Okay, so. You know what, let me click new here, maybe this will work. New labels, I'll call it laptop. And quick connect, laptop, okay, quick connect. What in the world was that? No, how do I get rid of this? There's quick connect group. What is under group? There's no group. Oh, protocol. Okay, RDP. Okay, there we go. So I'll call the label, this one again, I'll call it, what do they call it? Laptop. Okay, the server was I already forgot, 192.162, I think it was. Oh shoot, I already forgot. I think it was 1.23. I think that's what it was. Okay, I'll go back to the terminal here. If config. Oh, 168. It was 168. Okay, the username was Edward. This time I'll type in paste in the password. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I don't know what it means by domain. I don't think there's a domain there. And everything else I think I'll leave the same. Then I just hit connect and save and connect. it's still asking me the same stuff as before. The password is correct. What is the domain? Okay, I'll just type 192.168.1.23. Is it 1? I don't remember it asking me these questions before. Is it localhost? I don't remember. I should have taken a screenshot. Now I regret it. Yeah, I wish I took a screenshot. I can't remember. The password is okay. Let me double check the password. Maybe I'm making a mistake with the password. The password is correct. Username is correct. What is going on here? Do I have to? Oh, do I have to enter a port number? That's the thing I don't understand. Maybe I need to enter the port number here. Okay, I'll try that. I can't remember what I did. I wish I completely regret not putting in the port. 3389. Huh. I might have to turn on remote login. Use your remote application to connect to RDP protocol, additional information. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. It's up here too, so it's weird that it's not. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if I have to clear the old one. Could that be it? Maybe because it's saved. Maybe I didn't delete the old one. That could probably be it. Okay. Yeah, it's just. It's actually called Fedora, but I don't think I can use Fedora because the name is pretty. The host name is Fedora. Okay, so okay, let me try the connections. Who knows, maybe it might actually work this time. Okay, click. It's RDP. Enter the network identifier. So it's 192.168.1.23. Connect. Oh my god, it's actually working. That sends me for the domain. What is the domain? Domain field is can be empty. Duh. Okay. Wow. Okay. There we go. So I should leave it empty. Come on, cancel. Okay. So let's let's go back to Remmina. I didn't realize I could leave it empty. I wish. Okay. Here we go. So there's no domain. We can leave domain empty. Okay. Hit OK. It's still giving me a problem with the password, but the password is correct. Oh, maybe I have to type it. It doesn't like pasted passwords. I wonder if that's a problem. Okay, let me type it. Let me check what password this is. I don't know, it's correct. So for some reason it doesn't want to connect. So I'm not able to connect with this. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to work. Let me delete this. Yes. Let's go back to here and I'll type 192.168.1.23. Okay, it comes up here. Copy, Control V. Hit OK. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, that I don't know why it's not working now. It was working before, and I was able to connect. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and let's. Okay, so I'm gonna use connections because connections seems to work. Okay, so we use connections here. Okay, so plug that in. Maybe I can change my password. Authenticate. Connection failed, aborted. Do I have a firewall? Let me check if maybe I have a firewall that's preventing it. The file might, let me see, C status. It's disabled. So there's no firewall going on. What is going on here? Oh, let me check the laptop. Maybe the laptop has firewall. The laptop might be having a firewall that's messing it up. Let me check that file. It says C status. Ah, yes, it does have a firewall. So let me see if I can. Okay, so okay, let me disable the firewall on the laptop. Maybe that will get it working. The laptop might be having a firewall. Okay, so that I'll take this chance to take a look. I'm gonna check all the live chats as well. Make sure they're working. Yeah, they seem to be working, including Odyssey is always a pain in the butt. Okay, so I probably need to refresh that. Okay, so okay, so okay, I'm going to temporarily disable the C Linux. Okay, so set enforce. I'll set to 0. I didn't have to do this before. Okay. Alright, so I think I know what to do. I think I can just what I'll do is I'll disable the remote control, then I'll enable it. Maybe now it's gonna work. Let's try this one first. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, it's still the same thing. Cannot connect. I'm wondering if there's. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. This might be a very short tutorial. Let me try. Let me enable remote login. I shouldn't need to remote. Okay, unlock. Okay, I'm gonna enable remote login. Maybe that's what I. Okay, does it have a password here? Let me see if this one has a password. Okay, this one has a password. Okay, so I've enabled remote login. Let me see. Maybe that's the problem. I have to enable remote login. Let's go back to Remmina. 192.168.1.23. Click enter there. No, same problem. Oh, it's not enabled. Oops, duh. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay. Okay, so I have to accept. Okay, so I got it. So the instructions are off. Okay, so you have to enable remote login. It's not okay. So I'm going to accept this. What the? then yes. Okay, finally. Okay, finally I'm able to do it, and you can see here, obviously it takes you to the login screen. So this is the one I want, and I need to log in. Okay, there we go, and then it says session is already running. I thought I disabled C Linux. I don't know why it's doing that. So it says session is running. Remote login is not possible because a local session is already running. And to log in remotely, you must log out from the local session and force it to stop. Okay, so I'm gonna log out. Let's log out here. Log out. Log out. Okay, so I've logged out from the laptop. Oh, I needed that to check the passwords and stuff. Okay, so I've logged out. So this should have logged me in, and it did here. So the laptop has a weird, I think it's 16:10. It's a weird aspect ratio. So it logged me in. I don't know why I didn't realize. Oh, because I logged in the same. Okay, so I understand this. It only allows one person to log in at a time because I logged in as Edward. So I have to log out as Edward on the laptop. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so yeah, so you can see this is the GNOME desktop here, and I'm gonna open up the settings just to show you guys. Oops, that's really small. I might have to change the resolution in this in order to for you guys to see. Can I drag? Oh wow. Okay, so let's go to settings. And there's no Bluetooth. I don't know why it's showing that. Okay, so here you see remote desktop. Authentication is required to get unlocked. Okay. All right. So you see it says remote desktop, and it says desktop sharing. Obviously, I turned on remote control. I clicked yes here, right? So and then you see here. Oh, it doesn't show the password. Okay. Yeah, so then these are the information that it says here, use the RDP protocol. So that's what I did, and this is the password I was using, but that didn't work. So what I had to do is, can I make this bigger? Oops, that's not what I want. Clear. Oh man, the screen, I might have to, yeah, so I said it has a weird aspect ratio. Might have to, okay, back here. Yeah, you see it says remote. Oh, it has a responsive design. So you see there's desktop sharing, that's what the stuff I was showing you, and then there's something called remote login. So if I click on remote login, you see I had to unlock it and then enable remote login. That's how I'm able to remote login. So they put desktop sharing and remote login, they're two different things, right? So obviously desktop sharing means you allow people to share your desktop and stuff, and they can also, remember they had something about login as well. So that's why it's very confusing. So the one you really want is this one. So all the tutorials, everything you see online, they're wrong. What you actually enable remote login, and that one has its own username and password. That's super confusing. So if I scroll down here, you see it has obviously the host name, it has the other one, and then it has its own username and password. Again, very confusing because it's the same things you see in desktop sharing. Very confusing. And this one doesn't even give you instructions to. Oh, it does say here. I apologize. It does say use RDP protocol. So there you go. So I think with the connections, GNOME connections, I just needed to do a reboot or log out, log in for it to work. But this one worked right away, so that's why I decided to use this application. This one here, you see this. It's more useful stuff. For example, you can take screenshots. For example, you can open Remmina main window, and it was this resize to fit. You can click that one, and what's this one? Toggle full screen. Okay, that doesn't that went to the other one, which is not what I wanted. Where am I here? It went to the big monitor. That's not what I wanted. I wish there was a scale. What's this one here? What is this one? Multi-monitor. What does that mean, multi-monitor? Okay, that's basically yeah, that's a weird one. What is this one? So I don't need that one. Oh, I guess to control it as a, but I don't know what that one does. How to figure that out. What's this one? Toggle dynamic resolution update. Oh, that's much better. Wow, that's better. Yeah. So this is what I was trying to say. Is like, you see, there's remote. Okay, so that's, what is that one again? Toggle dynamic resolution update. So that's better. So that fits into my screen. That's what I wanted. Okay, so what I was saying, you see, you have to enable remote login. You have to unlock, and this is on GNOME desktops. Obviously, other desktops will be different. And then you see you have a username and password. Now, the first thing is when you go to the settings, what you get is this one. It says desktop sharing. So it says share your existing desktop with other devices. The remote connection uses the existing screen resolution. Fine, no problem. So I enable that, and it says remote control, allow desktop shares to control the screen. Yes. You see, it gives you this, and it also tells you RDP protocol, and it says login details. So this is where I focused on, but I could not connect. And it took me a while to realize that this is very confusing, because the one I actually wanted was this one here, the remote login. So, but because both of them use the RDP protocol, it was super confusing. So that's why I even myself confused me, because I'm like, which one was it? So this is the one that you want to. This is the one if you want to actually remotely log into the system. However, I said before, this is what I used, and this actually worked. But today, for some reason, it's a remote login that works. And remote login is fine, because this gives you fuller control, like you saw. I can log in and all that. But the same principle still applies. Obviously, if it's doing a reboot, it's not going to work. Now, so there are a couple ways to, let's close this. There's a couple ways to, so as you can tell, even the background is different. You see, this is GNOME 42, and this when I took the screenshot, this is obviously on the GNOME 43. So the background image, the default background image is different. So just to prove to you that I'm running GNOME 42 on, this is the laptop, I can simply go to display settings. Settings is fine. This is display settings. So you can see the resolution is, I'll show you. Why isn't this working? Oh, this is what happened there. It came up for a second. Right click. I don't know why that's not working. Okay. So this is the dynamic resolution, but this is because of the remote desktop. But the laptop itself has a really weird, I said it's 16 by 10 aspect ratio. It's so yeah, so it's really weird. So anyway, so if we go to system and we go to about, I believe it is. Yeah, you see it's a Dell Latitude E7470. You see it's using the GNOME 42 desktop here. It's an Intel Core i5-6300U. And obviously has 4 cores, and it doesn't have any threads, so it's 4 cores, and that's it. In system update, it's using this one has an NVMe drive, and there we go. See the firmware version 64-bit and GNOME 48. It's using Wayland as well. So to update this, there's a couple ways to do this. You simply go to software. Sorry, I clicked I clicked the desktop system. Should go here and type in software. There we go, software. Okay, and with this software here, you see it says updates. It says Fedora 43 is available, so I can download it. And but you see, I didn't realize this. There's some secure boot updates and the secure boot. So this is a firmware. It also does firmware updates, So I think what I'll do is Chromium browser. There's some updates here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll do the most important ones just to show you. And you see the way this does by default is it wants to it will do a restart update. So I'm not going to do that right now because it's going to take a while. Okay, so I want to update this. Not now. I don't want to restart right now. And this is the reason I don't like using a GUI for stuff like this, because I find it slow. And if something breaks, that would be catastrophic. So that's why I prefer to. Yeah, so those are the most important ones. Obviously, there's some general updates. There's a lot of them. I see this. I do not now, of course. That's a default behavior. Now for the I switched that off on my desktop. I find that annoying, but for the laptop, I just leave it. I leave it as a default as possible. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a system update, and then what I'll do is I'm going to download Fedora 43 right now. I can use this. However, I prefer doing it on the command line because I said I can see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is on the command line, I'm going to run all this system updates, and then I'll also run I'll show you in the command line how to do an update. So for example, if you're running a server, you might, unless you're using VNC or whatever, if you want to do it that way, that perfectly works. But I find that takes way too long if you do it that way. You won't know what's going on. So what I do is I just simply drop to the command line. Oops, again, the keyboard. I keep on forgetting here. So I open up the terminal, and I have multiple desktop environments. I have obviously, see, I have XFCE, and I obviously have GNOME. I think I deleted the KDE. Okay, so here what I do is I just sudo dnf update. So it performs all the updates. So we can see I haven't updated this in a while. I think probably in about a month or so, because I haven't switched it on in a month. I switched it on briefly just to test out the this what do you call it, the Remmina, and you can see there's 375 there's 375 what do you call them updates available. Now what it usually wants to do, for example, there's a Wi-Fi card. What else is here? Obviously it's Intel. You see there's a bunch of XFCE stuff. This gave me a chance to test XFCE. The reason I moved away from XFCE is not because it doesn't use Wayland, is because there's a feature I use in the file manager, which is undo. For the longest time, XFCE refused to implement that feature, so they finally implemented it. But I'm getting really comfortable with GNOME. For example, when I press the super key or Windows key, I can do a quick search. I like that feature. It's one feature now that even KDE kind of implemented. I really like that feature. I can put up with some annoyances like this black bar, which you can't get rid of up here, or make it smaller, but nicer, like move it to a different location. I'm okay with that. I don't like this the what do you call it, the activities thing. I prefer just to invoke it my way. This stuff here, I rarely use them except because the laptop is a touch screen, so I prefer the keyboard shortcut. I've been using that keyboard shortcut since I was a teenager. The Control-Alt-Delete to restart, reboot, or whatever you call it. I prefer that instead. It's just, I guess it's muscle memory. Okay, so as you can tell, this is the reason I didn't want to perform the upgrade during this what do you call it, during the live stream. As you can see, this is just a simple update, and you see how long it's going to take, right? So we'll let this keep on running, and then I will you know what, I think I'll reboot, and then I'll reboot, and I'll show you what happens when you do a reboot. We're not going to do a shut off, we're just going to do a reboot. And then I think off screen what I'll do, I'll start downloading the because it does take a while to download the what do you call it, Fedora 43. So whether you're downloading it from from the Fedora servers and reinstalling it, or however, it does take a while. So one of the tricks I found out is a while back. This applies for any Linux distribution. What you do is, the day that the new upgrade is released, I'm talking about not updates. I'm talking about major like version upgrades. For example, like this case, Fedora 42 to 43. I wait a little bit, and I'll tell you why. If you wait a little bit, there's going to be more mirrors, and there's going to be, for example, what do you call that? The BitTorrent. They're going to be BitTorrents, right? So the fastest way I found is to use BitTorrents, but I'm saying you wait a little bit until there are more mirrors, right? Don't do it like, if the new version is being released today, don't update that day. Just wait a little bit, and then the downloads will be much faster, because what will happen is people would have downloaded and they're sharing it, so there'll be more mirrors. So that's a trick. If you're, I'm saying, if for example, if Fedora was released today, I wouldn't bother upgrading today. Now, another thing you could also do is, if you want to do testing stuff, you can probably install the testing version before it's released. Like if it's like a couple of weeks before it's released, you can do that as well, because that one there'll be less strain on servers. But definitely, wow, it's a lot of snow. Is it still snowing? Oh my goodness, it's still snowing, because the window is like, wow, it's like a winter day, like mid-winter type snow. It's not that bad, but I mean, say it's still warm enough. But it's a little bit concerning, because I really don't want to be shoveling snow in November. That's something I never do until sometime in January. Usually mid-January is when I have to go out. Last year I actually started in like, I think it was December the 20th. Okay, so as you can see here, it's slow. Now there's also things like fast servers, etc., etc. But yeah, I said for the laptop, because I don't use it that much. I said when I do remember, that's when I do update. So the reason I have a laptop is because when I lived in the city, when I used to live in Toronto, what I would do is I would like, if I visit a customer, or if I'm going to tutor somewhere, obviously I'll take my laptop. So it's just more convenient than obviously carrying anything bigger. So that's the reason I got it. But looks like I don't use it that much anymore, even for testing, because we have things like like I use Podman, as you guys see in tutorials, and the online stuff is so easy these days. Like every single hosting company with shared ones, they have like Git, so meaning that I can always whip up tests. If I whip up a test site, it's pretty easy. Or I can do it on my own server. So yeah, the laptop is rarely used. The funny thing about this laptop, it comes with a 1080p camera. As usual, the quality is not very good, but it's one of the best cameras on laptops, simply because it's 1080p. It's a touch screen. The touch screen, I thought it would be a great feature, but I rarely use it, even when I'm using the laptop. It's good for things like like for demonstrations and stuff like that. That's really good, but I rarely use it. Obviously, I don't use the laptop that much. I actually bought the laptop used in 2021, and it's basically been sitting, almost gathering dust for it was actually in a bag. I just put it out this year. And the funny thing, it'll probably be the first laptop I got that I rarely used. So the only thing I dislike about the laptop is that it doesn't have USB-C charging. It still has the brick. That's the only thing I dislike. And obviously, I was hoping to buy a brand new laptop, but that time, they were claiming that because of COVID, they couldn't get memory and stuff. So here in Canada, at least, the new laptops are very sparse. So I decided to buy this used one. Even though I was okay buying a used one, I was hoping to buy something a little bit more newer, like an it's something with an i8 or i9. No, not i8. I meant the CPU. I thought it was like the 7th gen type stuff, 7th, 8th gen. But yeah, they were ridiculously overpriced because obviously everybody was snapping up laptops. So you see, the weird thing is, what do you call it? The screen went blank to save on power, which doesn't make any sense. So you see it logged me out, but it's still running in the background. So it has the proper date. So I have to. I don't know why it logged me out, because it acts like it's a real thing, and that doesn't matter because obviously I want to see what's going on. So it looks like we're about 2/3 done. So we have about another 100 megs to go, and you can see it's updating all this stuff. So one thing I really dislike about Fedora updates is that, which Debian does fantastically, is in the Fedora world, it won't let you skip an update before you upgrade. It will always perform all updates first, and then it will go with the upgrade. So the problem with that is, for example, like in my case, I said I rarely use the laptop. These updates you're seeing are irrelevant because I'm going to then upgrade right away. So I never understand why it does that. Now, I do a little bit, is that, for example, if you haven't updated in a while, say like 6 months or more, the GPG keys might have changed. So it's a good idea to perform the update. I'm saying that it should do, like I said, Debian allows you to do that. For example, Debian, there was one time I hadn't updated like in about 3 major versions, right? So I went there. Obviously, the GPG keys didn't work, but once I think I manually changed them, then boom, I was able to jump like I said two versions, no problem. Fedora, I said for some reason they want you to always update, which to me, of course, I have unlimited internet bandwidth, so it's not a problem. But I'm just saying, to me, it's a waste of time because because I'm saying is I stay current enough that I should be allowed to skip. Now, one thing they did manage to do is you can simply just type release version, and then you can skip some of those steps. What I mean is you can jump at least 2 or 3 versions. There was one hosting company I used where I tried to do that. They came with a very old version. I think it was like 2 years ago. They came with something like Fedora 22, right? and that time I think it was in Fedora 38 or something. So I tried that didn't work because the keys were so old. It's like what, 6-7 years old. Yeah. So that, be careful if you want to use something like one of these systems that changes every 6 months or so, meaning that, for example, if you want to use Arch Linux or Fedora on your server, make sure the hosting company actually has a pretty recent version, because they can get outdated very, very, very quickly. All right. So as you can see here, it downloaded all the packages, then it's going to install them. And I said, to me it's pointless, because I said I want to perform an upgrade. Now you guys might be thinking, hey, why don't you just use the software? The software would have skipped this. No, it doesn't. It still performs updates first, and then it. So that's why I said that you don't know what's going on. You don't know if it's broken or something. That's why I said I prefer the command line. You see what happened here? It went from 375 packages, but then for some reason, after decompressing them, it's going to actually be 751. So this is almost like downloading the entire system. The entire system is about 2,000 packages. So it's basically like about half, well, not really half, but at least a third of an entire system. Okay, so this should go fast. So while that's going on, I'll show you. Maybe I should open up a new. Do I have? Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll open up. I'll show you the official instructions on how to upgrade Fedora, because that's what this tutorial is about. Okay, so we'll go right to the. I'm going to show you This is the official documentations. It's at docs.fedoraproject.org, and you can see it says upgrading Fedora offline. So this information here is also pretty good for if you have what do you call it? If you have a if you're running server, meaning you don't have a display, if you're running say SSH. So what you can do is obviously make backups. Now the laptop I said doesn't have anything important on it, so I can do stuff like this. So you see, they always tell you to run this sudo dnf upgrade refresh. So what this is going to do is going to download, as you can see, it's going to download all the system updates, and then now I try to be smart, so I skipped this. I skipped this a few times, and I went straight to here. See, system upgrade, download the release version. So I did this. Guess what it did? It still ran this command, and I had to quit like 3 or 4 times before I realized that I cannot skip this step. So now, as I said before, the laptop doesn't have anything important. It's actually probably easier for me and better for me to have wiped the system and basically just reinstall. I just download on a CD or a DVD. Actually, I can't put DVDs on the laptop. You know what I should do? You know what I'm going to do? I think for Fedora 44, I will reinstall everything. So what I'll do is I will reinstall everything. I'll try to reinstall it using the oh, unfortunately I don't have Ethernet, so I can't do it over Ethernet. I think there's a way you can do a wireless like Ethernet clone. Maybe I'll do research on that, and then when Fedora 44 comes out in spring, I will wipe out the system, and I'll show you guys how to do that using wirelessly. How to do that? That would be fun. I think there are ways to do it. You can use you can install a small little script that has the that connects to your router. So that way it has the internet. Then you can download packages, or if you have downloaded the packages on your host system, you can then use some like an FTP type thing to put them onto your whatever wireless, say a laptop. It could be a tablet or anything like that as well. So as I said, if you try to skip this step, it's still going to run it anyway. As you guys will see this. So you see, I didn't run this command, right? I just did a system update, but I'm going to run this command, and you'll see it will still run this command. So even though it says do not skip this, it will still run it for you. So what this one does is it downloads the version 40, whatever version you want. For example, if you're on 41, you can put 42. You can go, I think, oh yeah, here we go. It says system upgrade is only officially supported, tested over 2 releases. So at most you can go from 41 to 43. So for example, you have system 40, it could work, but I said it might fail because the problem is most likely the GPG keys changed, or there's some things which have changed, even though Fedora releases every 6 months or so. There's one time where Fedora didn't actually release for a whole year. They were supposed to release, I think it was probably during the COVID time. They were supposed to release around, obviously, late 2020 or so, and then they decided to cancel that. So for a whole year, yeah, that was actually pretty fun. That was actually pretty stable. That's actually what made me decide to stay with Fedora, because I was just testing it to see if there was any problems. And then that's usually it. Oh, this guy is going pretty quickly. So this is almost done here. So yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is this is the command I'm going to use. Obviously, you guys saw it's 42, so I'm going to use 43. And there are other things here. You can do system upgrade reboot. Yeah, so then after that, after it finishes, you just run this command. So yeah, so you can follow this instruction. I said I do things a little bit different because I can, not because I'm smart, it's simply because I said there's nothing special on the laptop. I can wipe it out. And I said the fastest way is actually just to download a new, put it on a USB stick and just reinstall it. That's actually the fastest way to do an upgrade. All right, what is going on here? Okay, this must be, oh yeah, it's setting up the C Linux policy stuff. So if you don't know what C Linux is, it was something that was jointly created by NASA. Yes, and so NSA. That yes, that NSA. Yes, that one you're thinking about. It was jointly created by that. Now it's supposed to protect your system. Obviously, it's like a firewall, and it knows what's going on with every single application. It gives permissions and all that. Now for the desktop, it's really annoying because especially when you have a system like, for example, in my case, I know what goes on in the laptop. I'm being serious. Like, I know what's going on in the laptop. It's highly unlikely someone is going to hack into the laptop for a few reasons. Did it crash? Or did you reboot? What in the world happened there? Whoa. Okay. What in the world happened there? Am I crazy? Wow. It crashed. I am blown away. I press enter here. Okay. Wow. That is weird. Oh, I know why. Okay. You know why that happened is because it was a system update, so it must have killed the gnome session or something like that. Okay, so yikes. Okay, looks like, alright. I wonder what happened. Did the update finish? Wow, that was weird. Blue Man, I don't care about Blue Man. Oh, that's one thing I should actually do. I should probably get rid of Blue Man. Blue Man I think was for XFCE. So the Bluetooth is I don't even think this guy has a Bluetooth. I don't think the laptop has Bluetooth. I'll double check. I'm not sure it has Bluetooth. Anywho, wow, I don't know if that finished. I think it did finish because it was at 7:51, so hopefully it finished. Otherwise, the system is going to be broken. That I didn't expect that. So I remember, which one did I click? Toggle scaled mode. Oh, dynamic scale. There we go. That was weird. I click here. We'll be back to the terminal. Okay, so it looks like I really need to get. Okay, so here we go. So what was that command again? So what I did was, I'm going to leave this running and then we can finish the tutorial this time. So I'm going to copy this command and paste it in here. Paste. So it's going to download Fedora 43. So you see what happened? You see what happens here? It's still going to perform the updates. Like I said, whether you like it or not, you see it's still going to perform the updates. So even though you skipped number 1 here, it's still going to do it. It's still going to, you see, it's still going to grab all the updates and then ask you to reboot your computer. The reason it wants you to reboot your computer, as I said, is if the GPG, especially, it's mostly for the GPG keys. But because I've just updated, like I said I update about a month or so on the laptop. Obviously, my desktop I update every week, so I know the keys have been changed. Okay, so here we go. So it's, as I said, it's about 2 gigs. Yeah, there's enough space here. So if we let me scroll up here and I'll show you what it did here. So there's a lot of pack. So because I have this package are all updated, so that's the reason why there was no need to. Where is this scroll? Scroll by. I'm going to scroll to the top to show you what happened. Because you guys, okay, it cut off. There was too much information. Okay, so you can see there's 2,000. There's over 2,000 packages it has to download. So what it will just download, it won't do anything. So as I said, I prefer this on the command line than using the GUI because I know what's going on. So for example, you remember when it was downloading and installing those 751 packages, when you use the GUI, you won't know where what's going on, right? So that's why I said I prefer the command line, because I can tell what's going on. For example, if it cuts out right now, it's was it the internet connection? Something wrong here. So I said I prefer to see what's going on. All right. So we're gonna leave it here, and then in the night stream I will show you the last part, which is to reboot and then installing it, and we can check out Fedora 43 on the laptop. I can't do that on the desktop because I said I have two monitors. One is a 4K monitor and one is a what do you call it? One is a the 1080p. That's the last one I'm live streaming or screencasting on. So let's get rid of this guy here, and let's before I do that, let me go check, make sure the live chat is all going on pretty well. Seems, I mean, like, oh, somebody actually put something in BitChute. It says, relaxing nerd meet used to be frustrating, now it's survival. Kudos, good lurking time, free Tina Peters. I think she's the Canadian person who is okay. Okay, thanks Lurks RPG. Thanks for that. Do I have another one? What is it? Two notifications. Okay. Okay, thanks for that. Okay, that was from BitChute. Alright, so where was I here? Alright, so I do have some additional resources. I have programming books. If you're interested in improving your programming skills, you can check out my collection of programming books on Amazon. The link is also in the description. I have online programming courses at ojamboshop.com. I also offer a range of online programming courses designed to help you level up your coding skills. And I also have one-on-one programming tutorials. I'm available for personalized programming tutorials to help you tackle specific challenges and projects. You can contact me at ojambo.com/contact. And if you need consulting services or remote desktop assistance, if you need help installing Remmina or other remote desktop clients, or if you require consulting for any related tech tasks, I'm here to help assist. You can contact me at jamboservices.com/contact. Oh yeah, also be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, because that helps the channel grow. And it also brings in new, not just subscribers, but new viewers. So those viewers can request content, or they share information, and I share with all of you guys. So thanks for everybody who subscribed so far this month. This month is a little bit weird, unlike last month, but just keep it up. Thank you very much for subscribing. Okay. And also I have some other recommended resources, so I'll go backwards. So the first one is I'm in a rural area, and I use there's no internet here, the cellular service is sporadic, so I use SpaceX Starlink residential service. It provides me with high-speed internet access. As you can see here, I am downloading full Fedora 43 in real time, and before that you guys saw how quickly it took to update the system, which I haven't updated in over a month. So I also use it for my on my phone for Wi-Fi calling, so I'm able to call and receive voice calls, text messages, including picture messaging or multimedia messaging as well. So so my referral link, if you use it and purchase the residential service, I'll get 1 month free, and you'll get a discount. For example, right now in Canada, you get the equipment for free, so that's a great deal. I had to pay on a discount. I paid $350, but people before me were paying like over $1,000. So that's a great deal. I have the version 2 of the equipment, and it's working fine, as you guys can see. And then I have an affiliate link. It's for this little guy, which I do use. It's the Honeywell HeatBud personal ceramic heater. It's available on Amazon. So that's my affiliate link. It has a switch, as you can see there. There's off, low, and high, and also has a protection, so when it trips over, you see this little guy here, that will stop it from working if it's on. So this low guy, the low uses 170 watts, the high uses 250 watts. Now, this is not meant to heat up the entire house or a room. It's only for your personal space. So for example, on a day like today, it's clearly negative, it's clearly below zero outside. That's not, it's probably most likely it's -2 because it's real snow. It's not even like a -1 where it's freezing rain. It's clearly -2 outside. So the temperature in the house, I set it to 15 degrees, meaning all the rooms are 15. This room is a little bit different because obviously I'm here, so I'm giving off some heat. I have the monitors, I have the workstation, I'm running some AI stuff, so that gives us a little bit heat, and it's a cozy room as well. Obviously I'm dressed warmly. However, even with that, the temperature in here, it goes anywhere from 16 to 18 degrees, even though the house is set to 15. So that is still, sometimes that is not comfortable enough. So this low guy, it's personal, so it's right on the desk, it's close to me. I switch it on, usually it's on low, and that will give me enough heat that to keep me comfortable. So it make me feel like I'm at 20, 21 degrees. That's where I'm most comfortable when I'm working. So I do have an I said affiliate link. That means that if you purchase it, I'll get a commission. So if you're thinking of getting this, use my affiliate link, and I'll get a commission from that. And then the last one is this. It's my novelette. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent, and you can see it's by me, Erodo Jambo, right there. It's about a scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind, and he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. And this is the back, as you can see there. It's the real, this is the paperback version. You see pages there. There's also an ebook version. This psychological thriller is available for free if you have Kindle Unlimited for the ebook version. I made both versions as affordable as possible. They are essentially at cost. Obviously for the paperback version it's for printing and shipping, and for the ebook version it's for storage costs. So yeah, pick it up. Let me know what you think, good or bad, because I want to improve my writing skills, not just for programming books. And so also, as I said here, you see I have a little bio. So if I have a link to my bookshop on Amazon, and obviously my services, or jamboservices.com, are there, and then for the online courses, or jamboshop.com is right there. As I promised, if you go all the way down to the footer, you can see I have all the channels: Odyssey, Rambo, BitChute, and YouTube. That's what I'm live streaming to all of them right now. The first part was just how to use Remmina, and the second one would be how to upgrade Fedora. So then the same article will be used for that. All right, that's it for this one. We'll see you guys. Oh, thanks for Lurks RPG for the live stream. Live stream chat. Okay, guys, have a great day. See